Jenna Checkers, Josh Powell, Julia Rogusa, Laura Bongiorno, Jesse Priesel, Olivia Neal, Alicia Urias, Simon Oliveira, Jackson Cato, Pez Hartley, John Sue. Now for your hosts, Arwen Struthers and Aiden Stockett.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Exit 17 Live season finale. I'm your host, Arwen Struthers.
And I'm your co-host, Aiden Stockin.
Aiden, it's so good to see you. I feel like it's been years since we last talked.
I know, man. Literally, March was the longest year of my life.
Yeah. So, what have you been up to while you've been at home?
I mean, not like TikTok. I've been on TikTok, and then TikTok some more. I think it's ruined my life, Arwen, to be honest. Yeah. But how about you?
Also TikTok. Lots of TikTok. It's literally ruining my sleep schedule. I keep falling asleep at like 3 a.m.
Yeah, me too.
And you know what? It definitely gets worse because now that we're in quarantine.
Let me guess. Your mom got it too, didn't she?
How did you know? What?
Because same. Yeah.
And to make matters worse, when she's not blasting TikTok in the living room at full volume, she keeps talking to me in the middle of class and asking me if I
want to go for a walk. I know.
How did you know?
Because same. Every day. Although I think out of both my parents, my dad is going to be the one who drives me over the edge. He keeps asking to do these stinking projects that
he's never going to finish?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Like redo the shed or start a garden.
How did you know?
'Cause same here, dude.
Wow, I guess we really are the same person.
Although, no matter how much we rag on our moms, we do love you. And since tomorrow is your day, I've decided that I will go on that walk with you.
I will.
We just have to make sure we don't run into anyone we know because I've been wearing the same 2 outfits since spring break.
Yeah. But maybe that walk will give us a much needed breath of fresh air because, let's be honest, quarantine has not been kind to us.
Since everyone is bored all the time, there have been plenty of stupid trends to rise up on social media.
If I see one more girl who I kind of know from high school take their mirror outside and do a photo shoot with the location tag quarantine, I'm going to yeet my phone into the street, curb stomp it, and compulsively drive nowhere listening to show tunes.
Please, yes, I love it.
Thanks, Arwen. I cannot stand Instagram anymore.
I completely agree. Because guess what, people? There is no until tomorrow. Why? Because tomorrow doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. Although we will allow the bingo board trend to continue. You're welcome.
One stupid decision that hopefully won't become a trend is naming your kids something that you can't pronounce.
To honor the rise of Zoom University, Elon and Grimes named their child after a Zoom passcode.
This is going to be a weird show. I can't see you guys, the audience, and the only person in the room laughing is a picture of me at age 7. And I was laughing at the camera in 2006, not the jokes I'm telling right now. So it's super awkward. We've got a great season finale for you tonight with sketches, hemlock, music, and more. So stick around.
Previously on Harmonica Heartbreaks, Quarantine Edition.
I've been waiting for you all night. Where were you?
I was just with the boys playing the Veronica. I mean, you know how it is.
The big deal is that I never see you anymore. Don't you care for your children? Don't you care for your 3 triplet daughters?
Janice, you know the harmonica is where my passions lie. I can't give that up.
Not even for me?
I don't see what the big deal is, Janice.
Fine, it's over!
Will Brad and Janice make amends and rekindle their lost love? Find out now on Harmonica Heartbreaks, Quarantine Edition.
Pick up, come on.
Hi, this is the phone number of Janice Vander Hooper Baron von Liechtenstein 7. Leave a message and I'll get back to you. Unless you're Brad, in which case I hate you. Please stop calling me.
Janice, look, I made a mistake. I'm so sorry that I hurt you, and I promise never to neglect you or our children ever again. All this time we've been apart, it's just been so hard, and I miss you. I would do anything to earn your love again. So please, call me back. Bye.
Tasty.
I need to get her back. Come on, Ronica. Janice! Janice!
Brad? What are you doing here?
I need you back, Janice. I can't go on without you.
Oh, Brad.
I know I've made mistakes, but I want to make this right. I'll never neglect you for the harmonica ever again. Janice Vander Hopper, Baron von Liechtenstein the 7th. Will you marry me?
I'm so happy. We're gonna get married. And we're gonna be in love forever, and nothing bad will ever happen to us again.
Next time on Harmonica Heartbreaks, Quarantine Edition.
Yeah, so...
Good evening, day, whenever you're watching this. I'm John Skoog. Tess, I think you're muted.
Oh, sorry. And I'm Tess Hartley.
And this is
Hemlock
Tonight. The news that is so far off the beaten path, not even Levita could find it.
Welcome back to week 9 of spring break. I can't really tell you exactly what day of the week it is. Might have had a paper due yesterday. Could be tomorrow. I don't know.
Well, Tess, to me there's really only 3 days now. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Ah, so we're all good then.
Well, yes, but your paper was due yesterday.
Dang it.
In all seriousness, though, we actually have reports that Elon Musk bought Tuesday and renamed it Monday 2. Sources quote the visionary as saying that Tuesday was just the sequel nobody wanted.
The more you know. Oh, speaking of more, I sure feel like I've been getting way more emails from Gordon these days. Seriously, I'm never gonna complain about Gordon emails again.
I know. There's so many of them. It's getting so much harder to ignore my inbox these days. I mean, all I have at home is my devices, and I keep getting the constant ping, Gordon Bookstore. Please buy our shirts. We're still relevant. Or swoosh, CC. We have campus events still, even though we're not on campus. I don't know how much more of this I can stand. It's as if they're so bored they just have to send me more emails.
Yeah, and even the professors are at it. One of my professors, who shall not be named, keeps emailing us all about taking his dog for a walk, which honestly is really sweet, but I do have other things to get done. My disclaimer here is that I actually do love this professor. Anyways, I think I speak for everyone when I say that we all want to be back on campus soon.
Except for those who are still on campus, of course.
Yeah, they must be feeling so trapped.
I know. I've heard they've been alone all this time.
I really miss seeing them every day.
And to go so long without human interaction, I mean, that's got to be rough. I can see them now, just heads down and in need of fresh air.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be much of anything left when I get back. Probably just going to need to burn or throw away mine.
Wait, what? Why would you do that to a student or a friend?
What? No, I'm talking about the potted plants in my room. So lonely, so thirsty, so very, very dead.
Oh, well, that is just a little different than what I was talking about, but I guess I can see why you thought that. As my hamster's uncle twice removed always said, it's the exact same thing, only different.
John, that doesn't make any sense.
It didn't have to. Either way, your plants aren't the only thing still sitting on campus. We have reports that over 80% of students' belongings are locked away in their dorms, never to be seen again for the foreseeable future.
Students were told they could come to campus and get their stuff on April 12th. Oh, wait, no, April 25th. Wait, May 4th. Oh, no, that's not right either. I think it's May 18th now. We'll see how long that one lasts.
Whatever the case, it'll sure be an eternity with the way my quarantine is going. Online classes just don't have the same zest as being on campus.
I'll say, my 8 a.m. class is certainly a lot different when it's at 5 in the freaking morning. I love living on the West Coast. It's midnight deadline, 9 p.m. Getting confused with the time difference and scheduling meetings during other classes? Great.
Yeah, those time zones sure are a real zinger. Let's just say I'm thankful that Zoom has an option to turn off the video. If I had a nickel for every time I woke up 30 seconds before a call, I would still probably be poor, but who's gonna say no to a moderately sized handful of shiny nickels?
Well, at least you don't have professors who make you turn on your videos so that they can proctor your exams. Well, I'm still gonna wear pajamas. At this point, I don't care.
Well, with Zoom usage at an all-time high, I guess there were people who used Zoom before all of this, some have started to call themselves students at ZU, Zoom University.
Some people have even started making merch for this esteemed institution. With shirts, pennants, stickers, and more, the Zoom U bookstore has plenty to offer the student looking to show off their school pride.
Started by Nick from Carnegie Mellon University and run by Nick and his mom, this bookstore donates part of the proceeds from its dank merch to the Meals on Wheels COVID-19 Response Fund.
Truly a noble cause. Now I understand all the Gordon Bookstore emails. They're just getting jealous. In other news, we now have a special segment for all of you adventurous people needing to go outside for essentials. Our field reporter, Jean McStay-at-Home, has uncovered some unique solutions to the mask shortage.
There he is.
Nice. Hi, Jean.
Hi, Tess. Thank you for having me on.
So, Jean, what do you have to share with us today?
Well, John, we all know that these days it can be a little hard to find one of those traditional masks to use when you have to go out. Some people give up and think they just have to stay inside. But I've come up with a couple of solutions to help you get back out there.
That's cool. What do you have for us?
The first option I'd like to show you today is the standard cloth mask. It's comfortable, it's easy to make, and it's all the rage.
Smart, smart. But what if I'm feeling a little adventurous or just really Texan?
Well, boy, howdy, do I have something for you, John. Right here, this bandana, tied on like a bandit, and boom, safe from the coronavirus and the sheriff.
Phew, doggy, color me impressed.
Looking for something traditional? Like way more traditional? Do I have the thing for you? It's the bird mask. This is something that hasn't been seen for hundreds of years, but it seems like it's time to bring it back.
Now that seems like the mask for me. But what if I can't afford anything fancy like that? Do you have any options for the average college student?
I sure do, Tess. First, I have a little trick I like to call the breadhead. Worried about all the virus entering with a yeet? Protect yourself with some wheat.
What?
I like this one the best.
Perfect. But is there a gluten-free option?
Now, I'm all about efficiency, and this next option doubles as something we all use every day. It even has some built-in elastic to ensure a snug fit.
Ah, perfect. Do you have any more options?
Well, I was thinking about saving this one for myself, but you know what? I'll show it to y'all. I've been working very hard the last couple of weeks to come up with this design, and let me tell you, I think you'll agree that I have outdone myself this time. May I present the cap mask.
Wow. That sure is something. How well do you think that'll work?
I think what you're really good for
I see. Well, thank you, Jean. I'm sure everyone watching from home learned a lot about different mask options today.
Now for some other news. Apparently, UFOs are real. The Pentagon released in a video earlier this month multiple accounts of unidentified flying objects.
Wait, really? First the 5G towers, now this? Oh man, what am I gonna do? Aliens?
Oh, don't get so worked up about it, Tess. I have a solution. With a little bit of high-grade aluminum foil, you can make this bad boy. No alien is reading my thoughts, that's for sure.
Wow, John, you sure have had a lot of time on your hands. Speaking of extra time, James Campbell, an Englishman, spent his quarantine running a marathon in his backyard.
The 32-year-old ran back and forth in his 20-foot wide backyard for more than 5 hours. Thousands tuned in to watch, and overall, the equivalent of $32,000 was raised to support England's National Health Service.
Wow, that sure is incredible. Much more productive than my quarantine. But I guess with all the free time on people's hands, there have been some amazing feats accomplished. The people over at Guinness World Records sure have had their hands full.
One man in Idaho broke the record for most hits to the face with a wet sponge in 30 seconds. Smashing the previous record of 36, this man's face was the recipient of 43 thrown sponges in 30 seconds. Wow, he really cleaned up the competition there.
The same Idaho man broke the record for time it takes to bounce 5 ping pong balls into 5 glasses. This feat took him only 2.03 seconds. Wow, really making my quarantine look unproductive. I haven't even broken one Guinness World Record, and this guy has at least 2.
Feeling like you haven't been exercising enough? Well, let me make you feel even worse. Travis Samuel from Ontario, Canada, rode 626 miles in 24 hours on a stationary bike, breaking the previous Guinness World Record of 614 miles. That's about the same as going from Boston to New York City 3 times. Sure makes me feel good about how I've been quarantining.
Tom Moore, a 99-year-old retired captain who served during World War II, has broken the record for most amount of money raised by an individual in a charity walk. He accomplished this by taking 100 laps around a local garden. Seriously, I barely get out of the house to walk around the block every day. Maybe once classes finish up, I'll just find some Guinness record to break. Just pass the time.
Well, that's all the time we have tonight.
I'm Tess Hartley.
And I'm John Skoog.
And this has been Hemlock
Tonight.
Hey everyone, so glad you guys can make it on such short of a notice, especially given the circumstances.
Oh, of course, it's no problem. Good to see you all again.
Yeah.
Absolutely, glad to be here as well.
Fantastic. Now, Alan mentioned that he had something he wanted to share with us before we started.
Yeah, thank you, Rachel. And I'm sure, as you guys know, I'm not really used to speaking in front of a lot of people, but either way, it's really, really an honor to, get to share this with you. So my apologies if I seem a little bit nervous.
Don't worry about it, Alan. You'll be all right.
Yeah, of course. We're all friends here. I'm sure you have nothing to worry about.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. So, so basically what I wanted to say is, sorry, Reggie. Oh, Reggie, what are you doing? I'm sorry, guys. Gotta move. Oh my God, that's so embarrassing. Move. I'm sorry, guys. I thought I closed the door.
It's all right, Alan.
Yeah, stuff like that happens. No need to feel embarrassed.
No. It's not all right. I ruined everything. I'm the shame. They brought up my family and my name. I have to rename myself again.
Alan, get a grip. You're fine.
Yeah, calm down. We don't care about your cat.
It's a dog. Sorry. My mistake. Anyway, as I was saying, I think I have an idea now for keeping our company afloat. Anyways, so embarrassed.
Okay.
Put together a little chart over the past week. Oh shoot, I had to grab it. You guys just sit tight.
Oh, guys, isn't Alan just the sweetest? What am I looking at?
It looks like a person.
Maybe his roommate or brother?
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Hate it when we wake up. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. That's super awkward. Anyway, so as I was saying, basically.
Alan, what was that?
What? What was what?
Is there something you're not telling us?
I know. I'm sorry. That's super embarrassing. But like you said, that kind of stuff happens all the time, right? So.
No. That's not what we're talking about.
No.
What do you?
Alan, what's that noise?
No. Freaking I have to. Sorry, I have to take care of something. This is so embarrassing.
All right, you two. What do you think we should do about this?
I'm calling the police right now.
You're what?
Is Alan's address 845 Fruit Loop Street?
No. He mentioned to me a couple of weeks ago that it's 5 Beer Lane.
I'm sure his paperwork said it was 420 Poopy Pants Road.
Perfect. Well, we don't really know his real address then.
Rachel, what should we do?
All right, I'm calling the FBI.
You're what?
They're on their way.
Oh, that was quick.
Yeah.
Oh, crap, he's coming back.
Oh.
Harry, just act calm down, act natural.
Oh my God. I'm sorry for that, everyone. So anyway, as I was saying, I think we should, I figured out what to do for our charts. So anyway, I think we should just go over it. What? no, sorry. Something just went wrong downstairs. It got a little bit messy, but it's not a big deal. Anyways, back to the chart. I was thinking,
FBI, open up!
oh my gosh.
Open up!
Well, it sounds like somebody's at the door, so I better get that. Sorry. But before I go, there's never a chance that you're gonna see me again. So, anyways.
You're leaving the call?
What? Oh yeah, no, Liz. I'm never coming back. You're never gonna see me again. But if that's the case, then just so you know, it's been really good to get to know you guys. Tell my wife I love her. She'll know what I mean. All right. Anyway, bye guys.
Got it! You'll never get it! Got it!
Well, I think we're done here. If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go give my therapist a call.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lie down for a bit and think about things.
Bye. Well, that was a productive meeting. Yeah. Okay. So, best of luck, sir. You'll be in my thoughts.
So, as we all know, Gordon has plenty of niche groups, right? You got the jocks, you've got the theater kids, the crusties, like the Levita people. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. There's also the honors kids, the Jesus kids, the lab kids.
But Zoom University has changed how people socially interact.
So tonight, our desk segment is the Zoom Gallery.
Since we all missed the wonderful outfits at the Met Gala, we decided to show off some iconic looks I'm sure all of you have seen in your Zoom classes.
Up first, a fan favorite, the sleeper.
This guy thinks he's so slick and that nobody would notice, but he's actually asleep in bed.
Nah, dude, we can all see you. And we all wish we were you.
Honestly, yeah. You might also spot the freezers.
He froze in the middle of playing devil's advocate.
Oh, and is usually the tryhard who says COVID-19 instead of how we all say it, Miss Rona.
And so when his audio tries to catch up to him, you can bop to the Alvin and the Chipmunks cover of his controversial statement.
Yikes. But up next, we have the obvious texter. Now, he has many evolutions, such as the smirker, who cannot stop smirking upon receiving a text message.
And the notifications guy, who doesn't realize he's popping up as the main speaker every time his computer goes off.
Yeah. You might also spot the background person. This person usually has an unusually vibrant background that often leaves them looking like a glitch in the Matrix.
Although, I have to say, the person who stresses me out on Zoom the most, the driver. I just turned the page in my theory textbook, but you just turned onto Grapevine Road? How can I hear your GPS? Why? Why are you doing this? Are you delivering a pizza? Can I have? I just don't understand why you would drive and be in Zoom at the same time.
It makes no sense. But we cannot forget about the overachievers. They put the rest of us to shame, actually dressing up for class, sitting in a chair instead of in bed, with fairy lights in the background, a ring light in front of them, and a live, love, laugh, whatever, decal in the background.
Although don't be fooled, because we know they're wearing sweatpants. Deep down, they're no better than the rest of us.
No, we see you. But my personal favorite of the Zoom bunch, largely because I belong to this category, is...
the eater?
Yeah. How did you know?
Because same.
I'm sorry.
Although, one hero who stands out among the Zoom attendees is the ultimate mute man. With a muted video and a muted audio, this student can be doing literally anything. He has truly set the bar for himself, so low, and as a result has freedom to do whatever he wants in the classroom.
But another Zoom icon is the person who is clearly doing something else.
Whether they're literally at work, solving a Rubik's Cube, or they get up and leave and never come back, they clearly have something better to do than sit in a Zoom class.
I mean, but obviously odds are you do too, so I applaud it. It's okay.
That's true. Finally, the one you've all been waiting for, the sick kid. Do they have corona?
Or are they just sick of their family and all of those family meetings?
We'll never know. Thanks for tuning into the Zoom gallery. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. What a great show, despite being stuck at home. Hosting Exit 17 this year has been one of the highlights of my college experience. It's been a privilege to work alongside such a hardworking, creative, and talented group of people. A huge shout out to our core team who made all of this possible. Tori Thompson, our executive producer, Jesse Creasel, our creative director, Trace Reynolds, our writing director, Ezra George, our music director, Emily Mendonza, our marketing director, Yayrim Lee, our tech director, Alyssa Leston, our logistics manager, Chris Imming, our advisor, and of course, a huge thank you to Aiden Stockin and Maeve Brooks, who were incredible co-hosts and managed to keep me sane throughout this process. This group of people worked so hard to bring you a show every month this year, and I think they did a phenomenal job. And now, the announcement that you've been waiting for. Your host for fall 2020 is still to be decided. You're just going to have to tune in September to find out. Good luck on finals, and congrats to graduating seniors. Stay safe during this crazy time and keep laughing.